Okay everyone, welcome back to Drone Man's Land. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we are going to be talking about doing time lapses in the auto feature on the Nikon Z system. Today we're going to be shooting out at the beautiful view of Rotary Park here in downtown Calgary. Let's get there and let's see how this camera performs in an auto time lapse feature. The first thing is make sure your lens is in manual. If you put it into autofocus and the light's going to go down during your time lapse, the lens is going to start hunting for focus points. So make sure that you dial in that focus into manual prior to hitting start. Alright, so let's get into the settings. First things first, you'll see that the switch here is on photo, not video. Next piece is we are going to be shooting in manual on here and not auto. And the last piece, and one of the most important ones, is the lens itself is in manual, not autofocus. Alright, enough of that. Let's have a look at the lens we're using. Today we will be using the Nikon 70 to 300 millimeter telephoto lens. You might be wondering why. The reason why is there's this giant pole right there that's in my way. So with the 70, I can zoom in just enough that it's going to crop that out. But unfortunately, we will lose a little bit of the top of the bow building. But we'll get the calorie tower, which is definitely kind of one of the main things you shoot when you come down here. All right, let's get into the menu system. So as you can see, like I said, everything is in full manual. So that's why there is lots and lots of focus peaking. That's a good thing. So if it's focus peaked, it means that it is in focus. Aperture wise, we're going to stop that down to right around a f8. That way then it's not too sharp, but also not too soft. Shutter, don't worry about that. ISO, we're going to keep that at 200 max. That way then we're getting as much information recorded that we can. All right, now we're going to go to the menu and we're going to set up a time lapse. So it's in the photo area. And of course, with the Z system, you do have a touch screen, which is nice. We're going to go to time lapse movie and we're going to have a look at the interval. I'm going to be here for an hour. So we're going to actually set the shutter to record every, let's say, 15 seconds. That should be more than enough. And you hit OK. Make sure you hit OK, because otherwise things just get a little bit mixed up and it won't actually save. Shooting time, we're going to set this for 1 hour. So we're going to take that back. Sometimes it's faster if you use the dial. We're going to take that back to 0 on here. And we'll set it to 1 hour on here. All right, so we got 1 hour, 15 seconds. I like shooting with silent photography. I find that it's just a little easier on the shutter, especially for these long hype time lapses where it's auto stitching it together for you. All right, without further ado, let's hit start and let's see what this looks like. So I guess that's one of the things we should also address as well is, you know, who is this feature for? Is this for the average photographer? Is this for more professional scenarios? And I would definitely have to say that overall, I think that the auto stitching feature that the auto time lapse has on Nikon is great. It does a great job. And you know, if you're looking to be able to do everything in camera and just color grade one file in a video editing software, that's a really good reason why you would do this. A reason why you might not is you are a perfectionist and you want to capture everything frame by frame. So typically what people do in those scenarios is they will set their camera to do interval shooting, meaning that it will take a photo every 10, 15, 20 seconds, however long you want, for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you know, depending on what you're wanting. And then afterwards they'll do a bulk export of all of those photos into a photo editor, do a bulk action edit on all of them, and then kick that into a video editor, speed up the frame rate, and then you get a video. If you're wanting to make sure that you get every frame for a photo, this would be a really great reason to do that. But you know, I've done that before with my Fuji X-T20. It worked fine, but I just found it took quite a long time. So being able to do everything in camera that way, at least for me, I find, you know, it does a really good job. Obviously you have to dial in your settings, and if you shoot in full auto, you're going to get lots of focus breathing, and you don't want any of that. But if you're shooting in manual anyways, I would say that overall it does quite a good job. All right everyone, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I definitely say that overall I would say that this auto feature that the Nikon Z systems have is super useful. You know, I found color grading it really great. Obviously again, if you're wanting to get the most, shoot raw, shoot the interval, and then you can just edit each photo individually. But again, like if you're a YouTuber or just doing it quickly like me, you know, I don't really like to take that much time. But you know, I definitely say that this spot on Center Street was a great spot to do this video. And in the meantime, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Remember to take beautiful photos every single day. Don't do it for the views, do it for yourself. We'll see you all in the next one, and stay tuned for more awesome content coming out weekly. See you in the next one.